Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Time again for another knife of the day, and also time again for another knives of the day. Every now and then I'll give you a group of knives that I think are exactly the same with some variations, and this is the case with this. These three are the only Chris Reeve fixed blade knives that I have. I just came across them one day and had to get all three of them. They are just wonderful fixed knives. I have them in on my fixed knife tray, which is a mess. One day I'll show it to you of all the fixed knives that I have. I don't use fixed knives a lot, but I love fixed knives. I grew up with fixed knives, so I really love them. These are the Chris Reeve Professional Soldier fixed blade knives. We have it in the drop point, the Tanto, and the Insingo, the Chris Reeve Insingo. So let's talk about these knives, okay? And let me only handle one before I cut myself. So a couple of things about the knives. First of all, they're under $200, which for Chris Reeve is good. It's Chris Reeve construction, so you know it's well done. Now, it's called the Professional Soldier because Chris Reeve worked with knife designer, Bill Harsey. I'm calling it Harsey. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Bill, Harsey. It's hard doing YouTube. Sometimes you'll go past a name that you've read for 2 years, but you never had to pronounce it. Harsey, and they developed it for the professionalsoldier.com group. Now, that's a group made up of active duty and retired special forces soldiers. And so they did it for specs that they would use: blacked out blades, thin. They're 3 ounces a piece. Now again, I'm showing you all of the 3 different ones that they have: the drop point, the Tanto, and the Insingo. But can you see how thin they are? Blacked out feels really great. Now you can see that the handle, with that cutout for the handle, it really lightens up the blade, which is perfect. It also accommodates up to a 5/8 inch shackle. So that's great. You can attach it to a vest. Let me show you. Each of them come with this very flat profile. I have to do this off camera because I'm looking through an iPhone. A real flat Kydex sheath. Look how flat it is. Of course, you can strap it on a vest, on a boot, anything that you like. Comes out real nice and handy. Has some jimping in the front. Good handle, good finger guards. And then, again, remember, this is their specs. A very long 36-inch lanyard that's tied to each of them. And the main purpose for that is when they have to put down the knife on a solid surface, you can do it silently. That's the reason that they put together these long lanyards. And of course, you could do a lot of other things with the lanyards, but that's the reason. Oh, these feel so great in the hand. You know, sometimes when you have these finger guards, I hate them. You know, what happens if your fingers don't fit? And I have fat fingers, but this just feels really nice. It gives you that 4-finger grip too because of the lanyard. Super nice knife. So let's talk about it. We're talking about a 3.4 inch blade on each of these. S35 VN steel. You know Chris Reeve loves his S35 VN steel. Hollow ground. Again, comes in a drop point, the Tanto, and of course, Chris Reeve's Insingo, which is a Wharncliffe blade with a bit of a slope. That's why it's his. He worked on it so that you do get that point right there. Sometime on the Wharncliffe, because it's straight across, you don't get that nice point and a little bit of a belly. It's just a little bit better for cutting. I really like the Insingo shape. Some grip down here as well for pulling. Just a real nice thin knife. With these three knives and their sheaths, even together, they don't make that thick of a profile. Very light, very useful, and again, created for the professionalsoldiers.com group of active and retired special forces folks. So very important knives as well. Here's a small Sabinza 21 to give you what it feels like. The total, here's a large one. Let's see. The total of the fixed blade, 7.25 inches, and as I said, just 3 ounces. Nice fixed blade. These are 3 fixed blades that when I start selling all my knives, getting ready for semi-retirement, which is coming soon. It's coming soon. We'll be featuring knives for sale at some point. But I keep looking at all these fixed blade knives that I love. Having these 3 in the van with the low profile, really handy. Of course, they were created for tactical purposes because of the group that helped with the design. But they are perfect EDC knives. Very strong, blacked out, which I love. Very stealthy. There you have it. The knife of the day is really knives of the day. It's the Chris Reeve Professional Soldier, made for use with active duty and retired special forces folks, so you know that they are dependable and well done. There's the knife of the day, something a little different. A Chris Reeve fixed blade knife. If you're enjoying the knives of the day, don't forget to thumb it up. It just helps me. Also, don't forget, all of these are on a playlist. I have a bunch of playlists on this channel. I did almost 500 pocket dump deconstructions. I'm trying to figure out how to bring those back with my daily care. You can check out on Instagram at Keith Kevin Kim, where I post pictures of it. We'll bring it back in some form or another. But also, all of the knives in my collection, including this current one, are on playlists. Don't forget to subscribe, and when you do, hit that bell and turn on notifications. Hey, I really enjoy talking to you guys every morning before I run off to work. Pretty much late every time. I really do enjoy you guys. Thanks for joining me. Keep those pockets full. Have a great day. Goodbye.